right, so let's go ahead and break down a little bit about your Utah Jazz, shall we?
Let's get into it.
Okay, so they got their first win over in Chicago.
I love it. And they were not predicted to win that game.
No, they were not.
Chicago looks tough.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but I'll get into a reason why I think Chicago lost that game. We'll get into that in a second here. The Utah Jazz have gotten off their first win of the 2024-2025 season and did it in surprisingly against the Bulls on the road. Keyonte George led the way with 33 points, 9 assists. John Collins added 28 points, 13 rebounds, and 5 assists. That is a stat line for that guy. Holy cow.
He did it in 31 minutes too.
Yeah,
not even like the highest minute player on the Jazz that year or that night.
Yeah, Colin Sexton also added 24 points, 5 assists, and Walker Kessler also had a double-double with 12 points and 16 rebounds in that game.
Yeah.
From what I caught of this game, it just seemed like the team was playing with a purpose, man. They had a lot of bit of physicality to them, and that's something I have not seen this entire season.
It finally looked like they wanted to win a basketball game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we've watched a lot of these games where they just come out there, and it seems like if their shot's not falling, everyone's struggling to get the ball even near the hoop, which is really tough to watch because they don't swing the ball great, they don't pass the ball great. We turn the ball over a lot. They did much better. They only turned the ball over 12 times in this game, which 12 turnovers is typically a lot.
Yeah, 13 is young, you know.
But there's been games this season so far that we've turned the ball over 12 times in the first half.
Yeah.
So to limit those turnovers and actually put these guys in positions to possess the ball and make key plays, they shot the ball really well. They shot at 44% from 3, which is fantastic. Their field goals, they shot 53.9%, which is way above their season average. And then they do get to the line 30 times on free throws and shoot 76% from there. So the Jazz looked much, much better than they had in a long time. Their points in the paint, they ended up with 60 on that. The big difference is here. Keyonte George looked like 2 seasons ago, or his rookie season summer league Keyonte George. He was dominant. He made good decisions. He shot the ball really well. We got to have that. Mm-hmm. We got to have Keyonte come out of his shell. He's going to get a ton of reps, but we need him to use these reps to get better and get the speed. I love it, man. I love it.
Yeah, a couple of quotes from the game, man. This one came from Colin Sexton. This is how you're supposed to feel after a game, tired. This is how hard you have to play to win games in the NBA.
Yeah.
We got to go out there. We got to go out with pride, George said. Tonight that happened as a group, as a collective, from the staff to the players. We'd had enough. We wanted to come in here and show that we can compete at a high level, play together, and play the right way. So yeah, Utah is off to face the Milwaukee Bucks tomorrow in Milwaukee. Believe it or not, they are also 1-6.
The Bucks are?
Yes.
No way. That is actually pretty surprising.
Seems to me that the whole Giannis and Damian Lillard experiment is still not working. Shocker there, I know.
Which is crazy because Giannis wanted to move away. He specifically wanted Damian Lillard on this team. And Damian Lillard's fantastic, but I wondered how they would gel. Damian he doesn't need anybody to be successful, right? He always, like, all those years in Portland, he had CJ McCollum, which did a great job, like, giving him a little bit of space. And you'd think that the gravity that Giannis would require, diving to the basket and doing all those Giannis things, would really open the shot. But it's still the same Damian Lillard. He's still going to shoot it from 86.5 feet away and, do his thing. So that's really surprising.
Yeah, this team just got much, much worse defensively.
Much worse. So, yeah, because Damian is not a defensive player. He's like, no, that is the wrong end of the floor.
Yeah, that's just not that's not his game.
We're scoring over there.
So with that said, though, they also play the Spurs after that. There's also a team who's not really trying to win right now. So with that said, the Jazz could possibly have a win streak on their hands.
Ooh, that's what I'm talking about.
What do you think?
I'm not going to count anything like that. I think that I'm not even looking for a win streak right now. What I'm looking for is guys to get better. That's all I need.
To be healthy in the first place. We need some of these.
Healthy's okay. Healthy's okay. That's always a nice afterthought. But what I need is
kind of hard to see what they have when they're not on the floor.
It is a little more difficult, yes. But I need Keyonte to go out there and command the floor, make good decisions, get the ball into the hands, like Bryce Sensabaugh has played great. He shot the ball great this year.
Mhm.
And in his limited exposure, Bryce Sensabaugh has played really well. So I'm curious. I was listening to the David Locke podcast, and he was saying he must be doing something because he's one of the best 3-point shooters on the team right now, statistically.
Right.
I think he's over 40%.
Mhm.
He's like, I don't understand why he's not playing. He must be doing something that the coaches don't like. As I'm watching, I'm just like, I wonder what it is. Because
He's making shots, man. They don't want.
they're
you,
like,
right?
no, none of that making shot crap. You get out of here with that.
I don't know, man. I think they're trying to establish a solid defensive strategy there that he's kind of just lacking. But anyway, let me explain to you why I think the Jazz won that game and why I knew the Jazz were going to win that game when the game started.
Okay.
You know why?
Why?
That team has Taylor Horton Tucker on the team.
Oh, wow. You went there. You just straight up went there, man. I love it.
I did. Remember, that's what we said, man. When the Jazz started winning,
is just
THT was
absolute
not on the floor.
garbage. Yeah, no kidding.
We got some comments here from McKinley. Let's go ahead and jump into those. I think the Jazz have looked good because that this was their first time that they played a team around their skill level. Okay, so that's shots fired against Chicago. They do have a better record, though. I believe they're 3-4.
Yeah, I think they're probably a much more talented team than Utah is right now.
I mean, THT and Josh Giddey, I don't know how,
Josh Giddey's a good player, man.
No, he's not.
He
He's
is.
not.
I was just telling my dad that. My dad's a huge Bulls fan. I was just telling him, like, you got a good one. I'm telling you, you won.
He was literally benched during the playoffs, man. I'm sorry they'd lost that. Yeah, I'd rather have Caruso than Giddey any day of the week. Sorry, I don't agree with you there. Sorry for AJ's dad. I probably agree with you over him on that one. So sorry about that.
That's yeah, it is.
Yeah. There's a reason why we didn't trade for him, man. He's a black hole on defense too. What is with all these larger guards? These swing guys who are awesome on offense but just can't defend worth a lick.
It's generational, man. I mean, I feel like teams don't value defense as much as it is, because to be a superstar in the NBA, it's a lot easier to be one by scoring 30 to 35 points a game than it is to be a Jrue Holiday that's a defensive player of the year. He's an asset that is ridiculously tradable, and he is, I mean, obviously went to Boston to win a championship because of his ability to defend the basketball.
Yeah.
But it's just not as valued, man.
I don't know, man. I guess
unless you play for Quinn Snyder.
Yeah. Well, Dennis Rodman with 3 rings and all the endorsements he could want back then.
Totally agree.
And he couldn't shoot for a lick. We got another comment here from Cutler. We got Keyonte's shot chart looked way better in the Bulls game. Every shot was a 3.
You're at the rim. Yeah, your percentages are going to be better if you cut out the mid range, and that is such a great point, because for some reason Keyonte George thinks this is college, and shooting the lowest percentage shot in the NBA, which is like a 17 to 18 foot mid range shot, is just a terrible decision. Yeah. It's not efficient. You need threes or at the rim, just like McKinley said.
He's not that guy. At least not yet.
No, the thing is nobody wants anybody to be that guy. You're not Chris Paul. Yeah, you're not DeMar DeRozan. There's like 4 guys in the league that can shoot mid-range shots whenever they want, and Keyonte's never going to be one of them.
No, definitely not. At least not now. I mean, there's plenty of time to develop that, but yeah, I'd have to agree with you on that one.
Yeah.
It says, looking forward to seeing Collier on the court. I think I saw he is going to be back for the Bucks. Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah,
definitely be good to see that.
And actually, I think Collier's back, Markkanen's back, and Clarkson's all back.
Yeah. Speaking of which, that was another thing on my notes here that I was going to get to on that game. We won that game without Markkanen on the floor.
That is impressive.
Yeah. Remember that one video we did last year where the Jazz had like a 750 win percentage when he wasn't playing?
Yeah, they did great. He was off the floor for like 12 games, and they won. Yeah, they won like 6 of them or 8 of them.
Yeah, it was pretty insane. It was pretty insane. Made it for a good clickbait.
Sure did.
For sure.
Yeah, better without him, I think.
Yeah, better without him with the question mark. Yeah, so that was interesting. Thanks for watching that all, by the way. Walker Kessler looks much better in this year. Small sample size. Small sample, but it is one of the only players on the Jazz that I feel is good.
Playing good every game.
Averaging double and 3 blocks. Yeah, that's something we didn't touch on was the blocks there. He's averaging, I believe, this season more blocks than he did per game than his rookie season so far, which is something that's good to see.
It finally looks like he's. I think you're about to say the same thing. It finally looks like he's actually accepted his role as, okay, I'm Walker Kessler, shot blocker extraordinaire, rebound the basketball, give it to somebody that can score. If it bounces off the rim and I can dunk it. That's it.
Or screen and dive, man. Screen and dive. They'll find you. These guys will find you. John Collins, I saw this here. John did did his best Larry impression last night to win against the Bulls game.
That dunk was insane.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, he threw it down.
That was absolutely insulting.
It was great.
Yeah,
it was great. I love seeing it. You love to see it. But yeah, so my prediction is the Jazz are not going to win those 2 games. I think Milwaukee's going to win that game. And then I think they're going to lose to the Spurs as well, just because they have a 4-5 record right now. The Spurs do, and they're just too talented to lose to this Jazz team. So Jazz are going to keep doing what they're doing, staying on target, capture the flag, as they say. I'm predicting their first 20 games are going to be 2-18.
Oh wow. 2-18. That it very well could go that way. Unfortunately, I think if they get Laurie back, I think they'll unfortunately probably win a few more than that. I think they'll probably go like 4-16.
He's not going to get a full start. He's going to get maybe 27 minutes in this first game.
I totally agree. I don't think they're going to play him.
He's probably healthy enough to play in the Bulls game in the first place. He's just like,
yeah, they're just like, we're not going to risk it, Laurie. Just take this one off.
We just came from a flight in. Your back's probably stiff. No, I'm fine. Yeah, that back's acting up.
We said it's stiff. We said the back is stiff. Shut your mouth and sit down.
Take the ride stick out.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
All Laurie, dude. I love it.
Yeah. So good on him, though. Good on him, man, for being willing to, be a team player on that for sure.
Yep.
We love it. Let's go ahead and pivot on over to talk a little bit about Major League Baseball, shall we? Well, before we go into that, let's do some other stuff here.
Let's do some other stuff. Okay, let's do it.
We got to do some other stuff here. We got
to close this segment,
bills, as they say. Yeah. So for all you folks that are watching us for your Utah Jazz, we did launch a channel specifically for your Utah Jazz called the Utah Jazz DNA. How many times can I say Utah Jazz in one sentence?
That was a lot.
All of our content will be posted here first on your Utah Jazz, so be sure to check out that channel. If you're watching this on our main channel, DNA Sports Recap, the link to that channel will be in the description below, so be sure to check out that channel. We'll be giving away one of those sweet new Utah Mountain Black Road jerseys. Did I say that right? Something like that?
And if you've already subscribed to DNA Sports Recap, go over to this channel, like and subscribe to that one too.
Absolutely. Don't miss out on that giveaway. More stuff to come. We actually got some merch coming out for the Jazz as well, so be sure to check that out. So yeah, be sure to check it out. Utah Jazz DNA. Check it out. Let us know what you think. We'd love to hear from you on the videos there, and we'd love to chat with you on that comments on those. And be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on that giveaway.
Do it.